Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy New Year. The first shall be first, the last will be first, and the first will be. You know that. You know that whole thing that we talking about here. Good morning, everybody. Unction in the building. The morning emails, all you males and females. This is the 1st of January. Wow, man. I was tempted to come back earlier, but I wanted that time to just spend vibing, dolo, and just really just taking some time to quiet my mind. But so much has been happening, man. It's crazy. Now, listen, this feature will go away soon. I'm not going to play music soon. So enjoy the last little things while I play music, because we cannot monetize it. We cannot deal with monetization, whatever. We have to change the show. Shout out to iHeartRadio. Shout out to a couple other companies that want the show on their platform. So I got to stop the music until we get the broadcast license. But enjoy it while I can. So let me just play one. This is one of the last musical parts of the show, okay? Good morning, everybody. Unction in the building. Let's go. Enjoy it while it lasts. Good morning. Happy New Year. Let's go. If y'all see me rocking the Supreme MOP joints, y'all see I'm rocking them from Supreme. I know they sold out. We'll make them redo another one. Hey, how y'all feeling? Columbia, what's up, baby? Anthony Bonner, what up? Good to see y'all, man. Welcome back. Shit, you know what it is? Love y'all, man. Come on, baby. Shout to Fame yesterday shooting this video. Wow. Was all everything that we shared. Good morning, y'all. Let's go. I'm here. Come on. Until she dropped that bomb on me. Hey. She said that she was unhappily married with children, and I wish I never met her. Go to YouTube where it's at. Even though y'all get on over to YouTube. She got love for me. Hey. I'm gonna let them bring in all the news. Kimberly's coming back. We're gonna see her at 6:15. Let's go, y'all. Good morning. Let's go. We back. New York City, what's up? Cold as a motherfucker out here, yo. Let's go. Before I get started, though, let me just say one thing. Let me give my prayers to all my people out in Los Angeles, those people that are losing their houses, their homes to these wildfires. There's a lot of shit with that, man. Pay attention, man. My girl, Jazzy Moto, I love you, sis, man. Holla at me. All my people out there on the West Coast that are losing their homes and that are dealing with the wildfire, man, please pray for them, all right? Salute. Salute to the whole West Coast, man. Salute to y'all California. Stand tall. Let's go. I looked into your eyes. I didn't see all the things I used to see. Yeah. What's going on? We're going to talk about all that. A lot of conspiracies on that. To believe that we were always meant to be, but now I see you were wrong. Let's go get them, y'all. Come on. You can't keep running back to me with all those baby. Happy New Year, Dan Brown. What's up, baby? No more. Good morning, y'all. How y'all feeling? I don't know if y'all got these Supreme clothing MOP shirts, MOP gear, but y'all better get them. I know they're gone. They might be gone already. I'm gonna see if I can get them to do another run. I didn't know it was gonna be so popular. Let's go. Come on. Hey. Let's go.
MONEY, it's all good with me.
Yeah.
Finally, I can afford
Thank you, baby.
the life of luxury. And I remember in the day, Mama had to work so hard just to pay the rent. All the money spent, have to get another job.
Go to YouTube where it's at. You know what it is. Hey. Love y'all. Hope y'all like it. Good morning. Let's go, y'all. Monday morning on it.
All over the world.
Pardon me, darling, if I alarmed you. I don't mean to bother you. I just wanna get you to pause and slow your walk so maybe we can talk and I can try to charm you. I'm just trying to find out who you are. I don't mean to come off like a telemarketer. I ain't no hood, no crook, no robber. I just want a part of your heart I can borrow sometime.
Yes.
And maybe I can call you up sometime.
Yes.
And maybe I can take you out sometime.
Yes.
So let's exchange digits and later arrange digits. Even your
let's go, y'all. Come on.
It's a different type of commitment.
Good morning.
I'm talking about a true friendship. Someone I can depend on and be down no matter what.
My Dutch is still here. Let's go.
Because, girl, it'll be fly. You want to be your lady. Don't be shy. Give it a try. I could be yours if you can be mine. I can't lie.
Good morning.
You want to be your lady. Don't be shy. Give it a try.
How y'all feel out there this morning? Unction in the building. The morning emails, all you males and females. Good morning, Mr. Spice. I see you. Yo, all the way to London. We gonna be out there. We got one more run this year. 25th anniversary. Warriors. You know what it is. Oh my God. Big shows are going. April, we in Switzerland. You know what it is. Big times. Unction in the building. Let's go, y'all. Come on.
Yo, and she came with the same type game, the type of girl giving out the fake cell phone, the name. Big fame, she like catch the big things. Jewel ship, money clip, phone flip, the 6 range. And seen her on the app, spotted her more than once. Ass so fat that you can see her from the front. She spot me like paparazzi. Shot me a glance and that cat woman stands with the fat booty pants.
Let's go, y'all.
Yeah.
Good morning, y'all. Unction in the building. I'm still in the building because he broke this motherfucker. Let's go.
Crack to her own out the back of her home. She smelled the musk, the dusk, and the crack of the dawn. We go through episodes too, like Attack of the Clones.
When I hand it off, it's gonna be in good hands. Let's go. Come on.
Just get out. Just get out. Just get out.
We're gonna talk about the Fat Joe FDA situation. We're gonna talk about a lot today. Joe Budden. Oh man, Joe. I love you, man. One of my favorites, Joe Budden, man. I see you.
People gotta live in the
My neighbor, Joe Budden, out there wilding. That wasn't me.
H3 daughters all by herself with no help. I think about it, struggle and I find the strength in myself. These words melt in my mouth. They hot like the jail cell of the South. Before my nigga Core bailed me out. But to get by,
come on.
Just to get by.
Come on.
Just to get by.
Come on.
Just to get by.
Come on.
Do a die like best stars. Through the red skies, the window of the red eye, the lead flies, the tree rap shit, live in the lead dive.
I woke up
yes.
in a brand new way. I jumped up.
Yes.
In my high.
Let's go.
In my goals.
Good morning, y'all. Let's go. I'm gonna hate when I gotta stop playing the music before the show. But the show gotta go, so we gotta stop playing the music. Let's go, y'all. Good morning, y'all. How y'all feel? Unction in the building. Let's get it poppin'. The morning emails. Prayers goes out to all my people in Los Angeles that are going through these fires, man. All those people that are displaced, the homeless people. Oh man, I love y'all, man. I hope y'all all right, man. Please, God bless you. At least the death toll is not that high for right now, but please, the people that have lost their homes, man, pray for our people. Let's go.
Get familiar. Young Princess of the Rock. Tierra Marie.
Good morning. What up, Parkside? What's up?
It's Kanye with Tierra era. Gucci sweater, Louis leather. You was never with groupies ever or goofies ever. So it's only right you pull up in a 2-seater better.
Hey.
Tierra remix. Now keep sipping on something like 3-6. Keep the confidence at it.
Enjoy the music while you can. It's 6:15.
When you're rolling with the rock, let's get it poppin'.
How y'all feel out there? Unction in the building. Let's get it poppin'. All the way to 6:15. We getting it poppin'. Kimberly's coming in. You may see Coco today. Let's go, y'all. Come on. How y'all feeling? Let's go. Yeah, we're gonna talk about the Fat Joe FDA conversation. I don't know what that's about. We'll figure that out. We'll talk about it. And we got Black Facts coming back. Black Facts coming back. Let's go.
So many things I'm going through. So much that I want to do. It's starting to become so clear to me. Tomorrow ain't really guaranteed. So many days I thought of you. It's about time you knew the truth. Got to act quickly, you and I. And fall in love, so many reasons why. Why don't we? So why don't we? Why don't we? Why don't we? Why don't we fall in love?
Come on
Why
now.
don't we fall in
Good morning,
love?
y'all. How y'all feeling? Let's go. I'm gonna see if I get the Duchess in here this morning too, man. Come on, say hi, Duchess. She got a lot of big things to go on. Big things to go on.
It takes such a load off to let you know that you're the only one I never want to go. Things I never did, now I want to do. A love I never felt, now I feel for you. I want to swallow each and every ounce of my pride. Everything you do, I want to feel again. Ain't no use for us to pretend. Why?
Come on,
It won't be an easy smile. It won't be an easy smile.
Fifth doing fifth still.
It won't be an easy smile.
Yes, yes. Good morning, YouTube.
It won't be an
What do
easy
you play at?
smile.
Let's go. 5:48 in the morning, New York City. I'm in the building.
Easy smile.
All right, Ashley, you there?
The wipe away
I got a lot of fun with questions.
by your eyes.
I'm getting the feeling you want to take revenge from the conversations we have and the way it ends. You
My
want
man,
to discuss me in front
my
of your
man,
lady
Big Ernie,
friends. That's why it's
4:30,
just
what up?
me and
Happy
my
birthday,
Mercedes
Ernie.
Benz. It all depends. Maybe if we make amends, we can start from scratch. Learn to control your temper and remarks. In fact, we plan to be platonic with our hearts intact. So every time we separate, somebody's marching back. You're amazing and sack. Eyes standing like you're Asian, but you're black.
Yes.
God bless whoever gave you all of that. If you seen it from the back, you understand why they still like that. It ain't a photo with toes, the Lord knows. So good enough to miss award shows. And I ain't gotta say nothing, she just
They can't
knows.
stop it, Sam.
By the way I
You're
look
right.
at her, take off all the clothes.
Go.
Up and down, around, and you down. Let the door to me, please.
This is the remix. Hey, yo.
Good morning, y'all. How y'all feeling? A lot been going down since I've been going this week. A whole month, man. Feel like forever I've been gone.
Is the remix. I ain't say that in a minute. Miguel, Chris Montana, Bad Boy, yo, Test Smooth. Test Smooth, straight face. Check it out. All in love is like perfection. My protection. My resurrect. Let's rock.
Let's work, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. Emails 5:50 in the morning. Let's get it popping. I'm in the building. Let's go. Go to YouTube. Come on. Subscribe and share when you get there. Let's go. Come on. And we're gonna let IG in a minute. We just can't play the music on IG. Let's go. Come on.
You wanna sit more on my living room floor, lay Nintendo, season me pick up my phone, say Papa not home, sex all night, bad head in the morning.
What up, Papa? What up?
Smoke all my weed, tattoo on Tata, saying big Papa. Now check it, you wanna be my main squeeze, baby, don't you? You wanna give me what I need, baby, won't you? Picture life as my wife, just think, foot left links.
Make sure you go to SupremeNewYork.com, grab some of that MOP gear if it's still there. I think it's all out. But make sure you get it before they sell it all out. I think they sold it out though. Let's go, y'all. Up here. Come on. One of the last places you're gonna hear real hip hop.
Damn, why she wanna stick me for my paper? Oh, my Versace, hottie. Touch the muddy hitters.
Come on. Well, I'm gonna be so mad when they make me stop playing the music. I'm gonna hire me a DJ. More than emails. Go ahead and see me. Hip hop this morning. See Murder, what's good? Shout him out. Come on. Yes. Yes.
Man, I'm
Have all the soft, sensitive dudes took over New York, and that's what's happening.
You wanna know what's next? Blame it on the, blame it on the, blame it
Let's
on
go.
the, blame it on the groove. Oh, Test Smooth, straight face.
blame it on the, blame it on the, blame it on the, blame it on the groove. Got you feeling loose, blame it on the groove. Got you feeling strong, blame it on the alcohol, blame it on the alcohol. She said she usually don't, but I know that she front. Cause shorty know what she want, but she don't want to seem like she said. I hear you saying what you won't do, but you know it probably gon' do what you've been feeling deep inside. Now, girl, what you drinking? Gon' let it sink in. Here for the weekend, thinking we can see what we could be if we press fast forward. Just one more round and get down our floor. Fill another cup up, feeling on your butt. What you don't even care. I was unaware, and you was before my birthday.
You can get this MOP gear at Supreme Clothing. I'm about to put up a website where we'll put it out, but this is a deal we did. Shout out to my brother Clark Kent. Clark Kent, that's one of the last deals we did. I didn't want to talk about it when he passed away, but me and Clark Kent came to me with this deal. And shout out to Supreme and Clark Kent. Love you. Rest in peace, Clark. And Supreme New York. You get sweatsuits and all that. Matter of fact, let me show you one of the hoodies. I'll show y'all one of the hoodies. Are we back? My fault. I hit a button by accident. Let me see where we at sound-wise. Hold on. Will spills on me. Hold on. We'll fix the sound. We back? Okay, good. My fault. Not that wasn't me. That wasn't Will Pills. That was me. I hit a button. All right, this is one of the hoodies. We got black, green, this color, t-shirts, all kinds of stuff. I might give away a t-shirt today. Check it out. And they official. That's the only way you know they official, because they do a lot of bootlegs. But these are official. If they don't have my Blaze logo, that's my company. If it don't have the StreamYard, the Supreme company, and it's got to have the Loud logo, because we got Loud logo on it too. That's the official joint. You know what I'm saying? It ain't. So don't accept no bootleg joint. This is official, heavy duty for the winter too. Yeah, you know. So for those that don't know, it's my company, Blaze Communications, that put out MOP from the beginning. I started that from day one. MOP was Blaze Communication. That's me. I was like bad boy or whatever. And So every album is under Blaze. So if it's not under Blaze Communications, it's not official. It's not an official thing. And because that's I do the I'm with the I partner with the labels to put the music out. That's why they can't control us. Because we actually stayed independent, even though they had major labels with us. Yeah. So if you don't have that, it ain't official. Let's go, y'all. Come on.
I'm not a player, I just crush it.
Go to Supreme, New York.
Yo, I'm still not a player, but I'm still a hater. Elevator to the top high. See you later, I'm going. Penthouse suite, penthouse freaks.
I'm gonna have a conversation about Fat Joe too. I love Fat Joe, and we'll get into this foundational black stuff that they talking about. Because I really want to put all that in perspective. A lot of people are talking, but y'all wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? So if you wasn't there, you wouldn't know. So I'm gonna give a perspective as somebody who was actually there at the beginning of hip hop, and we understood what it was from the 70s to the 80s. I wasn't even I was young in the 70s. I still was around, and I was there, and I saw who was there. And I want to put an end to that whole unnecessary beef. Don't come in here in the 80s and 90s thinking you're gonna know about hip hop. But there were people that was actually there. So I really want to talk about that. And also want to get into what the foundational black American movement is too. That's a conversation.
Play out, it's crushing out. I love you more than you can.
Also, let's get more love and conversation out to my people out there in LA, Los Angeles, man. They're losing houses and everything. That's terrible. Good morning, y'all. Unction in the building. Let me get Kimberly on the phone this morning. Charge his phone up. Hey. Baby, just don't get it. You enjoy getting hurt. Hey.
If there are lies, bad as you are, you stick around, and I just don't know why. If I was your man, baby, you never worry about what I do. I be coming home back to you every night, doing you right. You're the type of woman deserve good thing. This for the diamond, head to ring. You're a star. I just wanna show you you are. You should let me love you. Let me be the one to give you everything you want and need. A baby, good love and protection. Make me your selection. Show you the way love's supposed to be. Baby, you should let me.
I gave you a break, Kimberly.
Tell me what you want. Just tell me what you want. 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 Tell me what you want from me. Take a look at what you see. Let me know if it's right here. Something you can have for a year. Tell me what you want from me. Take a look at what you see. Let me know if it's right here. Something you can have for a year.
Now, Mace be the man want to see you doing good. I don't want to get rich, leave you in the hood. Girl, in my eyes, you the baddest. The reason why I love you, you don't like me cause my status. I don't want to see you with a carriage, living average. I want to do my thing so we be established. And I don't want you rocking the fabric. Girl, I want to give you carriage till you feel you're a rabbit. Anything in your path, want you can have. Walk through the mall, if you like it, you can grab. Put it on up, put it on my...
Yeah, Ryan's ready. Good morning, Kimberly. Happy New Year, Reginald Maynard. Yeah, we praying for LA. Box you, baby. Come on. Gonna rock you, baby.
Promise you're asking when I'm done tomorrow.
Come on.
I'ma switch it up and make life comfortable. I'ma be the reason you're not sleeping, baby. I'ma invade the thoughts you keep, baby. If you're still not convinced, I'll tell you more. Make you forget the way you felt before. Oh, I could be your wake-up reason daily. You could be my
Girl called Uncle Lazy.
I'ma make you happy that you waited for me to settle down. And I'm not afraid to say it. I'm tired of the
6:02 in the morning, Unc in the building. Let's go, New York City. Let's get it popping. I bought you, girl.
You're the one with the rock on.
I bought you.
Diamond girl.
Come on.
You're the one that I put the game up. You're my diamond girl.
Let's go.
You're the one.
Good morning, Star Asia.
You're my diamond girl. You're the reason I put the game up.
Shout out to Fat Joe. Let's go. We love you, Fat Joe. Come on.
Got it.
Y'all stop messing with my man, Fat Joe. All right?
Tip squad.
I'm about to put y'all on game real quick. Let's go.
Got to do with it. Got to do with it, baby.
It should be about us. It should be about us.
Slow down, baby. Let you know from the gate, I don't baby. I want to chick
Wow.
with the hips and licks her lips. She could be the office type, but like the strip. Girl, you get me aroused, how you look in my eye. But you talk too much, man, you're ruining my. I wanna lose the feeling, cause the roof is on fire. And you looking good for the getting, I'm a rider. Whether in a hoodie or a linen, a provider. You should see the jury on my women, and I'm living it up. Squad stay filling the truck with chicks that's willing to trizz with us. Come on, you got a man and you're in love, but what's love gotta do with?
Are we bringing the IG now? Let's go bring in IG at 6:05. Let's go. We're going to pull back the music a little bit. Bring in IG a little bit. Come on, IG. With your funky ass. Could y'all stop putting old school pictures up of guys? Because they don't look like that. Wow. How the hell y'all feeling? God Burns, what up, brother? Day ones, we love my day ones. Welcome back. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everybody. Yes, yes. All right, IG, I'm bringing in IG. Let's go.
The frenzy, so meet me on the floor where the ladies be. Who put the party in the frenzy? So meet me on the floor where the ladies be. Who put the party in the frenzy? So meet me on the floor where the ladies be. Long as the beat keeps going, the tracks keep flowing, the drinks keep flowing. Let me see some footwork. Super rocking all night till your feet hurts. I be the life of the party. From the
Happy
club
New
to
Year.
the
Let's go.
hotel lobby.
Welcome back.
Let's work. Let's work.
Let's work.
Let's work. Break a heel, break a heel.
Can't help but wait.
Good morning, y'all. How y'all feeling? 6:06 in the morning, Unc in the building. We back. Good morning, emails. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Let's go, y'all. I see y'all. Let's go. Now, if y'all want to get the Supreme joint, the official MOP Supreme shirts, hats, all that, I don't know if any more left, I'll be honest with you. But you can go check it out, see if we can get some. Let's go, y'all. Come on. I wonder if Coco coming back this morning.
While he lies, then turn right around and forget. I can't take to see your face.
What up, IG?
Run down your cheeks.
IG, don't stop my music, IG. Whatever you do, we rocking this morning. We got a few more minutes. Let's go.
I wanna come between you and your man. Even though I know I treat you better than he can.
Everybody's back. Let's go. Go to YouTube.
It don't change no other way. Till you see that with me it ain't the same no other way. Till you see you.
Hit that YouTube link right there. Hit that YouTube link. Let's go. Good morning, y'all. Let's go.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, murder egg, murder egg.
Oh, baby.
They're on Supreme.com. Supreme New York.
Love you, babe.
Go to Supreme New York for the hoods, the shirts, the hats, all
Oh,
that.
baby.
This is the first time we ever did a deal for real MOP merch, so this is a big deal, y'all.
Oh, baby.
We're gonna put our own website up in a minute. We didn't want to launch with Supreme, but we're gonna put our own merch up right behind it, so it's gonna be a great look. All right, we'll have more, but I think Supreme might have sold out. To be honest with you, I think they sold out 2 days. They may do a reprint, but I only allowed a certain amount to go out. To be honest with you, shout to Clark Kent, rest in peace, my brother. That was the last thing that me and Clark did together. Love you, brother.
Want to do to you tonight. Oh, baby, when you come to me, I'll make it so you never leave.
So these are y'all should get them because these are collector's items. There won't be any more. You'll see them in the museum one day. That's it. These specific ones, t-shirts and all that. What up, IG? What up, my G's on IG? What's up, my IG? What up, my G's on IG? What up, y'all? Come on. We back. Happy New Year. We back. Happy New Year. The morning emails is back, y'all. Come on. What was your holidays like, man? Come on.
This day, boo, no frontin'. Even when the skies were gray, you would rub me on my back and say, baby, it'll be okay. Now
That's real from a brother like me, baby. Don't you ever give up away. Let's go. Come on. All the way to 6:15. Okay, let's go. Wow.
I really want you to realize I really want to put you on.
Yeah, I see I'm bringing the vocals in the house. They don't fuck with my music. All good, baby. We rocking anyway. Let's go, y'all. Shout out to my Duchess. She chilling. Back at the compound. New York City, let's go.
Chicago and them.
We play everybody music too. We don't give a fuck. Music ain't hurt nobody. Them days are over, y'all. We canceling people. Fuck that. Let's go.
Oh yeah, Don Juan and them. Yeah. This is for y'all.
We love good music. Let's go, y'all.
I know.
If you just listen to the music, how you gonna front on the dude's music? I mean, he's doing his time. Listen to the music, man, please.
Gonna celebrate tonight somewhere.
A lot of sacrifices to this music.
One thing's for sure.
One thing's for sure.
No more dancing shoes.
Good morning, everybody. Young Kid, let's go. Good morning, emails. We back. So listen, the music is gonna stop soon though because we're moving to another platform in the next 3 or 4 months. So enjoy the music while you can, because they're gonna stop me from playing it. So enjoy it while you can, y'all.
In the name of
Yeah, already.
I wanna know your name, man. I wanna know
We're removing Instagram right now.
I wanna know everything.
We'll bring you back later.
I wanna know your number and if I
Already.
can come over.
I don't want no hassle. Go to Twitter, X.
I wanna know
X,
so I can do it all night. But you're telling me I'm just a friend. You're telling me I'm just a friend. Oh, baby. Oh, baby.
Yo, guy, if you got to go to Supreme, New York to get the MOP, the official MOP joints. And then we're going to put up the official MOP joints. We just, we have the design that we made with Supreme, so we allowed to use them, but we have to let them finish their deal, and then we can put ours out. Say, we gotta give them time. You know what I'm saying?
What you all about? I wanna know what makes you laugh. I wanna know about your habits.
Oh man, 6:13 in the morning. I'm gonna bring back IG now. Boy, this is great, man. Come back this year, man. So many things happen, huh? God, man, I love y'all, man. I'm sorry, IG. We'll be back. We'll bring you back at 6:15 Instagram. Yes. Shout out to iHeartRadio and all the people. Shout out to my people in LA. We love y'all, man. The return. Let's go.
But I guess you never knew. As I said, a story true. Maybe now I got the flow. Cause I know it from the start. Baby, when you broke my heart, that I had to come again. I'm sure you that I will.
I see Kimberly. I see Kimberly. Oh, man. I love it, man. I love it. I love you, Kim. Good to see you. Wow. Wow. Wow, wow. Oh, look at all this good music I can't play. Let's back this up, though. I want to play this a little bit. I like this. I like this right here. This is my shit right here. I like this right here. Let's play this right here. Wow. Kim, I can't believe it, man. 2025. Kimberly's back. Wow. Let me bring Kimberly in. Bring my daughter in. She done took over my crib.
Hey, Dad, it's Dahlia. Congratulations on your new show. I know how you get, so don't be too rough on me. Love you.
Hi, Kim.
Good luck.
Look
Bye.
at you.
Love you too, Monkey. Welcome to the Raw Perspective.
Wow. Wow. Let this music rock. Let's go. Good morning, Kimberly.
Good morning, ladies.
What's good? What's good? Yes, IG's in the building. We back. We back, Kimberly. I got a t-shirt for you, Kimberly. Come on. Let's bring dancing back. Everybody too tough. Yes. Good morning, emails. All you males and females.
Hey, Dad, it's Dahlia. Congratulations on your new show. I know how you get, so don't be too rough on them. Love you and good luck. Bye.
Love you too,
Wow.
Monkey. Welcome to the Raw Perspective with your host, the
Love you,
incomparable
Monkey.
Uncle Lace.
Even though you take over my house and tear it up.
Lazy
Damn,
Lace,
my
the
child.
world famous. In topics
what
about
kids
health,
do.
politics, music, art, culture. And now, for your host, the legendary Uncle Lace.
Hey, hi, Kimberly. What's up, y'all?
Lace is rock. Get in there and tell the people what it is, man. Let them know what this thing is all about.
Come on, man.
Information.
That's what we do. Information, mitigation, inspiration. Oh, man. Happy New Year. Happy 2020. This is 2025.
2025. What up, Lace?
What would you think about, like, thinking about 2025 though?
Oh, not with that song.
No, but I'm just saying 2025. Just think about when you were a kid. Like, what were you think was going to be happening in 2025 as a kid? Like, that's crazy, right? When you think about it, right?
You know, Lace, let's talk about that, because I think as a child, 2025 coming in, I thought what is actually happening.
I thought it was going to be the Jetsons.
Yeah, these things are actually happening.
Yeah.
We have robots now. We have flying cars. We have cars that drive autonomous. We have so many different things that back in I was born in 67, but you know, as a child in the 70s watching the Jetsons on the television, let me just
say this, Kimberly. Hi, Kimberly. It's Lindsay. I'm back too as well because Donald won. And
Lindsay.
But let me say this to you: you are fine as frog hair. You born in 1967. Now I know women who were born in 1977 who was an absolute train wreck. That's all I'm trying to tell you. Kimberly looking fly. Go ahead, Kimberly, fly self.
Thank you, Lindsay.
Eat the McDonald's, man. The McDonald's is serving you good, Kimberly. Good morning.
Ronald McDonald loves on me.
Yeah. But back in the days, we get the McDonald's. We get the McDonald's back in the days. We happy as a motherfucker.
Oh, hell yeah. And you know, it might have been fresher. It might have been real meat back then.
Might have been real meat. Yeah. It might have been real pause meat. So much to talk about. But let me just first take a second and just give us prayers and everything to all of our people in LA.
Yes, sir.
So many people. And I was looking at a house out there. I was like, man, I'm gonna get me. I was looking at. I was like, man, goddamn! I said, let me back up. I'm not gonna get nothing out there.
You can look at a plot.
I was looking at now.
Yeah.
And there's so many conspiracy theories going on. Because the 2028 Olympics is happening, and they're saying they wanted to burn the place out, and they wanted to burn the place out so that they can make it all over, like gentrify the shit, and burn everybody out. And it's fucked up is that there's no messed up is no insurance, there's no nothing.
Right.
People are getting knocked out of their cribs, burnt down. Like, shout out to my sister Jazzy Moto, producer. She was on the show, Jazzy Moto, and her whole house was burnt down. My man Steve Rifkin, all these people that are out there watching fires, UCLA, everything. It's just running through LA. It is hell out there. I was on my way out there to LA. Yeah, I knew you were
chasing the heat.
But not just chasing it. I had some business in LA. I was going out to do some business. And luckily, my boy lives in Marina Del Rey. My other boy lives in Venice. So they didn't get hit with the fire because they right on top of the water. So the water kind of keeps that Pacific water keeps that fire away from them. But Pacific Palisades.
The Palisades, they got, it's gone, demolished.
Yeah, it's gone. And people are saying that the regulations they was using to make the city whatever made it even worse because there was like a match because it's dry. It's dry. For those that don't know, LA is dry. It don't rain in LA. So, they don't even got no rain to deal with it. On the other side, the rest of the country is cold as a well digger's ass. It's cold as a motherfucker over here. I came back. I tried to stay away from New York as much as I could, but I have to come back. As you know, I got my kids, so I got to be here for them. But I really don't want to be in New York, to be honest with you, during the winter because
it may be the safest place to be right now. One of them.
Yeah, well, New York.
Outside of the district, we hardly get anything here. And
I got some snow last week. Y'all got your ass whooped last week.
Well, I will be honest with you. They say that, but here in the DMV, we really don't get hit like that. We've gotten, I think 5 inches was the most that we got, and it was gone maybe.
Hi, this Lindsay. Kimberly don't want nothing to do with no 5 inches. Y'all gonna have to get your weight up. That ain't gonna do nothing for Kimberly. Y'all gonna have to get your weight up now. She needs a little more than Cinco de Mayo.
Hey, listen, I'm saying it was nothing down here. I mean, we brushed it off.
5 inches, they do nothing for you. 5 inches shut down Atlanta. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Well, it shuts down DC too. So
Yeah.
that's the great thing about being here. Like I'm telling you, since the time I've been here, which now is almost 28, 29 years, it almost never, we almost never have anything here. But when we do have it, it shuts everything down. Thank you, God.
So before we get started, let's go to Black Facts. Let's bring blackfacts.com.
Hey, let's get it.
Get some Black Facts going.
We missed that.
Oh yeah, we missed it. Yeah, Black Facts is back. Also, my man Reginald Maynard is back in town.
Hey, good morning, Reginald. Happy New Year.
Toby, I'm gonna try to reach out to Toby because Toby's in LA and Toby said it was on. So I want to get a report from LA too. But let's go to blackfacts.com. Today, Black Facts, January 13th, 1913, Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated was founded. All right, there you go. More of the Divine Nine stuff. We cool with our deltas and all that kind of stuff.
I have many Delta friends.
Delta Sigma Theta, a thoroughly black letter sorority. The organization was founded by 22 college-educated women at Howard University in Washington, D.C. That's the black-owned right there. Mm-hmm. Membership is open to any woman who meets the requirements, regardless of religion or whatever. What's the requirements, though? Can you just walk in off the street? Or you got to go.
No.
Delta Sigma Theta is also a member of the umbrella organization National Pan-Hellenic Council. You know that. So today, Delta Sigma is the largest Black Greek lettered organization. The Deltas working to improve political education and social, whatever. Okay. I don't want to get in trouble. All right. Anyway, we love the Deltas. Divine Nine. We love y'all. We love y'all. For more Black Facts, go to blackfacts.com. Let history be no mystery. Yeah, because I got, just to get by, you seem new to Twitch. Listen, Maria, I love you. Just watch the show. We're not new to Twitch, but thank you very much for joining the show. It's new.
Hey, lady.
Yeah, welcome to the show. Anyway, and for a while it's going to be on because the show is going to move in the next few months, but potentially if I sign the contract and everybody is straight, my whole crew got to be able to get the contract. So I want to make sure that it's right. But if the deal is right, we're going to move it. And shout to iHeartRadio, shout to LOL, Kevin Hart, and all those guys that actually pipe in to appreciate the humor and also the information that we put out on this show. Thank you very much. Hey, what do you like about my Supreme clothing?
Love it. I mean, yeah, your girl. Hey, your girl up.
He got you.
Girl up.
Uncle Late put something aside for your Kimberly. Thank you, Lindsay. I'm telling you, don't say that because everybody can think I got a lot of it. I don't have much of it, but I got decent. And I got a scarf, you know what I'm saying, for Kim.
I mean, that's dope. Lays, I got to tell you, 2025 is looking good on you, sir.
Thank you very much. You as well. We're trying to keep it together.
Trying. Having at McDonald's in a week.
There you go. At least a week. Let's keep that going. I did have Benihana last night with the boys, but I don't eat rice.
Oh, come on. Yes.
I don't eat rice. So
you deserve it.
But I didn't eat, I ate you had
the vegetables.
Fish and vegetables.
Yeah, there you go. How's the bionic knees?
Oh, great. The knees are great. I'm walking around just still a little bit of, whatever. But
yeah,
for the most part, I'm good. I haven't started doing my running yet, but I'm on the bike. You see my
Lays, you just had surgery 2 weeks ago. So, I mean, come on.
I'm rocking. But I'm taller, though. Everybody, I was in a video shoot last night because Fame shot his video last night. And yesterday, so I was at the video shoot, and everybody's like, "This thing, Lays, is taller and younger than everybody else."
Yeah, those knees put a couple inches on you.
Yeah, hi, Lays. Don't show Kimberly those extra inches. she might move in over here, and don't show her them extra inches. Oh, Snuffleupagus is returned.
Go.
Yeah. Has anybody seen Lays?
Oh no.
Anyway, yeah. So there's a lot been going. So listen, did you know that I thought I was in the news? Speaking of, so for those that everybody knows I live in Edgewater, that's where I'm at now. Edgewater, New Jersey. That's where the condo is. Edgewater, New Jersey.
That's on the edge of the water. Come on,
y'all. Water, right? You know, that's what it is. So there was a news story came out the other day. A New Jersey podcaster and rapper was charged with lewdness, and after he was reportedly standing outside of his neighbor's apartment door at the complex in Edgewater last month, naked.
Laser.
What the fuck? Yo, on December 4th, officers from the Edgewater Police Department, I live right across, went to the apartment complex before 7:30 after a neighbor reported a man standing outside the apartment door completely in the nude. The caller was receiving alerts from the doorbell from the Ring camera, identified the naked man as 44-year-old Joe Budden. Yo.
No, cut.
Yeah. Shout out to Joe Budden. Budden
it was him for real?
With nuisance and complaint summons. Budden was discussing. Joe Budden said he's a sleepwalker who recently talked publicly about his neighbors claiming he was kicked out of his apartment for continuing to record episodes of his podcast there. Following the police press, Budden's attorney, Nina Emery, slammed the Edgewater Police Department for making details of the charges public. Of course they do. They do that. They want to make fun of it. Come on, it's Joe Budden. So TMZ, Budden was saddened by the police officer's press release. Mr. Budden has been waiting weeks for his cross complaints to be processed, and he was found innocent. The judge was like, "Yo, man, just put some pajamas on." The judge was like,
I want to see the video. So he was sleepwalking, huh?
Yeah. He's sleepwalking. I'm hearing cock rings. It was crazy. I was like, "Yo, what the hell?" Yo, Budden. Chick was like, Joe Budden got a button. I was like, what are you talking about? Why are you saying that? Why are you saying, hi, I just want to know, was it Lindsay? You're gonna have to stay out of this, please. Joe Budden is actually a good dude. Don't fuck with Joe Budden, man. Leave him alone, man.
Yo, he got a dope song, that one song.
Yeah. He got to do, and he got a great show, man. All I'm wondering.
Does he?
Yeah, he got a great show. His podcast is crazy. One of the biggest podcasts out there, Joe Budden's podcast. You know what I'm saying?
I must have missed it.
No, he pioneered the shit. Hold on, Joe. I just want to say, welcome to 2020, my brother. Amazon has really nice silk pajamas. Sleepwalking honey packs and cock rings don't work in Edgewater. I don't want nobody calling me acting like I did this shit, all right? I'm just saying. You ain't the only podcaster in Edgewater. That's why I just want to say
beside the police department.
Next to the police department. Just take it easy, nigga. Just easy. Pull down the fader. Lock your doors and windows. Ring cameras are born. They got ring cameras everywhere. Trust me, they got cameras. I got ring cameras. You just can't,
Me too, because I got to start
around
or two.
Yeah, you gotta keep the cameras on. I travel a lot. I knew what the fuck's going on here, man. You just be stealing your packages, all kinds of shit, man. Get that ring camera going. Oh my God.
Putting the ear to the door.
You like Joe Budden got a button. Hey, stop it. Stop it.
Is that all it was? A button?
Stop it, Joe Budden.
That's all it was, a button. Come on now.
Joe Budden. Oh my God.
Sleepwalking.
Sleepwalking. Nigga,
look.
Who sleepwalks now? Is that a black thing? Do black people sleepwalk now?
No. They sleep talk.
They were saying that it was a chick that he was trying to check for.
She probably locked his ass out.
That's not a happen.
She locked him out of his own apartment.
Maybe that honey pack wore off already. That hymns wore off. Big Sen doing big things. Good morning, brother. Happy New Year. I see you. Big Sen out there doing big things, man.
Hey,
good morning,
brother.
Good morning, folks. Welcome back to your 4-month vacation.
For my 4-month vacation.
Must be good to be rich.
Must be good to be rich. Hey,
I can't even take an hour off, let alone 7 weeks.
it's a quality of the show. We got to get myself in, regulated in the right spatial time. So what do you know about the Joe Budden story? Are they saying Joe Budden was out there?
I know nothing. Keep my nose clean and my clothes on. No.
That wasn't your story, huh?
Shout out to Joe Budden. I know he had fun with it though. Joe Budden had fun with it. That's why I could talk about it, because it was a funny show, a funny story. I don't know.
Well, he has to.
Well, of course.
Yeah,
but
how about that?
Why does he have said how you doing?
The reason why he has to, because he's always taking digs at other people when they're in the news.
Yeah.
So he would be a hypocrite.
Yeah.
Because he knows that what
you gotta laugh.
He knows everyone else is gonna get at him.
Yeah, you gotta laugh. He laughed at it, and I thought that he was being a good sport.
Well,
so
he don't really have a.
He wasn't being a good sport until he won that case.
Well, he was mad because the cops put it in the news. Once you put it in the news.
No. I get that. What I'm saying is he never spoke about it until he won the case.
I thought that was a wise man. I don't talk about a lot of shit either. I got all kinds of shit going on. I ain't talking about that shit.
Well, the bottom line is, if he didn't have it, if he did have a problem with it, what would happen is we would make it worse. We would exacerbate it, and so he would have no other choice.
I would have asked to masturbate that motherfucker. Shut up, Lindsay. Shut up.
No. But what I'm saying is, if he lost the case, would he have talked about it?
No, but everybody else would have.
Yeah, we would have.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's why he has to make light of it, because he won. So in his mind, he has a victory. Like he's flexing his muscle, like, yeah, this was put out there, blah, 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 but I won.
But I agree. I agree. I mean, listen, first of all, you're walking around, you're sleepwalking, you're butt ass naked, sleepwalking outside your crib. Now, first of all, if you really want to talk about it, that is something that you might need to deal with. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
You can't walk around butt ass naked, sleepwalking, because then you don't know what you're going to get into.
Because on SVU, the sleepwalker was raping people.
But in 2024, grown ass men butt naked sleepwalking is definitely a problem. You got to figure that shit out. They're not giving you no pass, So I hope
when you're rich.
Especially you got a lot of money.
When you're rich.
Especially
especially when you're black and a man.
In this neighborhood,
sleepwalking naked.
A lot of money in this neighborhood. That's the point I'm making. So so he
might have got a couple new girlfriends from now, or boyfriends from now.
Oh! So you know about Joe Budden.
Boyfriend?
Yeah, you see that she knows. She acting like she don't know. Leave it alone.
But didn't she say earlier that she wanted to see the video? I wonder why.
Yeah. Why you want to see the video, Kim?
I just wanted to see. Inquiring minds.
Pourquoi?
Pump it up.
Yeah. Pourquoi?
Pump it up.
Pump it up. Asshole. Anyway, so but I got said on this morning. First of all, Happy New Year, said. My friends are better than yours is rolling. I see you steamrolling the internet. You got a big event coming up in the next few weeks, right?
Yeah, January 29th in Jersey City. A group called Late Development. They do monthly showcases and panels. We've been doing it for over a year. We actually went to high school together. I've gone to high school with everyone.
Yeah, everybody.
And he honors people like Ralph McDaniel. I mean, like I said, he's been doing this thing, and he had asked me to be on this panel because, I'm big set.
Okay.
At a place called Bright Tavern in Jersey City, and featured I think there's other panelists, but it doesn't matter. I'm on the panel. And that's basically it. It's a good time. Great band. They have a lot of vocalists come out, people, spoken word artists, and people just come to enjoy themselves. And the food is good.
Oh my God! The last thing I ever want to see is another spoken word. What the hell? Hold on. What the? Stop it! Oh
that's
Lord.
Not nice. They have to live. It's like we don't want to see ugly people, but we can't eliminate them.
I just want to say one thing to every spoken word artist ever. Jump the fuck off the George Washington Bridge. God, I hate spoken word. I hate that shit. I hate that shit more than like soggy cornflakes. I hate spoken word.
Yeah, but spoken word is like a cousin of hip hop.
Yeah, it's the retarded cousin of hip hop. Spoken word. Oh my God. When I speak to myself, I think of things that I think of. Black is the crackiest of all black, and we eat packs. Shut up. Shut up.
You're supposed to start the year off good.
Spoken word. The fuck out of here.
Please.
Shut up.
Be
It's
nice.
talent.
Talent my ass. Nigga talking about
Be nice.
grown ass man with a toe ring up there talking stupid.
I'm not even gonna say anything
Kill
else.
yourself. All right. That's how they get us, man. They got us doing punk shit like spoken word. I want my boys out there militant as a motherfucker. They out there doing punk spoken word and shit. Getting to their sensitive
They got
sides.
militant spoken word artists.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Put the energy behind the militancy. Don't stop talking about it, nigga. I need you to stay inside yourself with your shit. Speak to yourself. Good morning, Kim. Happy New Year. We're back. It's like this nigga.
I wouldn't say you're going to hell, but you're from Brooklyn, so you.
Yeah. Listen, I'm already in hell. Shit. Spoken
I
word.
feel
my
like
ass.
I'm doing crunches over here.
Fucking the whole place smell like beeswax and fucking sage. Get me out of here. This shit's crazy. Fuck out of here.
Hey, Lays, I noticed you added a picture to your screen.
I did? Oh, yeah.
You look like you might be intelligent.
Oh, yeah. No, I was trying to figure out what kind of fish I was going to eat on that menu. I look like I'm smart. Spoken word, my ass. Happy New Year, Coco. Come on, Coco. You know what it is, Coco. You know it's crazy. That shit is the most bullshit.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey.
Anyway, all right. Hi, ladies. You don't have a problem with men getting it. Men's is getting to their sensitive. Shut up, Lindsay. Hell no. I don't need no sensitive ass men out here. Fuck that. White boy, Will's pills done ran us over.
Yeah.
Too many sensitive ass niggas out there. Will's pills done ran us over. We trying to be on our sensitive side. Y'all gonna have to shut up for a minute. We got to get on some bullshit for a second.
Hey, they done had 3 weeks without us. Like, I know, longer than that without us. Come on.
Yeah, you know I'm coming back with a bang. I'm just saying. Yes, it's been months. I'm just saying. It's over. Stop trying to be so nice with these motherfuckers. Get on some bullshit. It's trying to get on some bullshit. Set it off. Fuck that.
Did you say set it off?
Set it off.
You just set it off, right? CED? Set it off?
Set it off. That should be the name of your show. Set it off. Now you owe us. Thank you.
Hey,
set it off.
Well, let me tell you. I had hold up. I did my old radio show was named "It Needs to Be Said."
Oh.
Actually, no. It must be said.
It must be said.
It must be said.
Yeah.
And my old website.
That's right.
My old website was "It Needs to Be Said."
It needs to be said. I like that.
Come on,
say that. I'm just saying, you gotta. We've been too nice. Like, we trying to be too sensitive as men. We trying to be like, I just want to understand. I'm sorry, ladies. You got to chill for a second. Sometimes you got to punch a motherfucker in his face. We got to punch a motherfucker in his face. Y'all saw what happened. They cold shitted on Poe Kamala. She ain't had nobody to pack up. The dudes like they was playing harmonicas and candle parties and all kinds of shit. That shit don't work. White boys
came still smashed her.
Will's pills came in and shut shit the fuck out of here.
Wait. Can we talk about Kamala for a second?
Yeah, you
at Jimmy Carter's funeral?
Yeah.
How she looked when she saw Obama and Trump speaking.
Oh yeah. Her facial expressions
was like, her face was like, fucking nigga.
Yeah, I know. But Obama's slick.
I think everybody's face might have been like that.
Yeah, that's all right. Let Obama know how to get that money, man. Get that money, Obama. Obama, get that money.
Remember, Obama wasn't on board with Kamala running.
Nah, he wasn't.
He got on board at the last second because he's like, okay, you know what?
You got to hold it down. But he knew she was going to lose. But let me just say this to you: post election, Kamala is looking hard in the face. Looking hard. She like she aged 15 years out this motherfucker. This motherfucker like Muggsy Bogues right now. Shame hard in the face, Kamala's.
Is that Muggsy Bogues?
Yeah, shame. Muggsy Kardashian. I need some Skims. Shout out to Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian is actually doing a good thing though, because they got actually, I got to give Kim Kardashian props because she's going back to try to get people out of jail, and she's also helping the inmates who they using to fight the fires in L.A. Mm-hmm. They're using the inmates to fight the fire in L.A.
They've always done that. They volunteer for it.
They pay them $2.30 an hour.
Yeah,
a day.
But only to the ones that volunteer.
Yeah, and so I believe it's an hour. It might be a day, but then she's going in to get them a pay raise.
A day.
It's crazy. I'm telling you, listen. I'm just saying to y'all, they are trying to bring back slavery in America. I'm just letting you know right now. So if y'all,
what do you mean bring back?
Yeah.
Well, remember, I told you now, since we've been talking about it, I told you Vanguard has been flooding my email, my text messages to get mutual funds and stuff, invest with them again. So the prison system. And I did hear too that they're building at least 25 to 30 more prisons in the country.
Well, listen, here's the deal. I'm gonna speak as Lindsey Graham about this conversation because I know ladies can say this. I'm gonna be mad when I say this, but I'm gonna say this right now. Hi, if you guys want to keep killing each other, black people, then I'm gonna invest in prisons too. Fuck it. Why are we gonna let Will's Pills get all the money?
He's a Will's Pills.
If you're gonna be stupid, then I might as well make some money off your stupid ass. You want to go to jail?
I mean,
some niggas need to go to jail. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you want to do, you know what I'm saying? Did you hear Andrew Tate wants to be prime minister of UK? The Bruv Party. Take the story. Tate brothers are going. Yeah. It's just happening, man. Slavery never left. Just went to jail. That's the point. Stop doing shit, brothers. Y'all gotta stop doing shit. Y'all gotta stop. I mean, the young brothers, they don't have no guidance, and they out there. They shooting each other in the street. Atlanta, Jacksonville, Liberty City. They bugging out there. So y'all gotta chill. Old heads, y'all gotta grab these young heads and be like, yo, come on. Downplay it. Y'all playing into the shit. And they filling the jails up. That's what they want to do. They're kicking out the Spanish people. They're filling the jails up because they want this country. Don't get into no fight with white people. They will get rid of your ass. So just Troy Mumford, good morning. This is the serious part of the conversation. Stop doing dumb shit. You know what they're doing. All right. Stop trying to be New York. And by the way, New York has lost its identity in hip hop, right, Sad? You know this is true, right?
Yep.
New York has lost its identity. Right now, you know about the foundational Black Americans?
I don't.
Yes.
Yeah. You heard the sigh? I think based on that sigh, I think Said is where I am on this conversation.
Well, I don't know of the foundational. I don't know of them.
Let me lead y'all in real quick. Yeah. I got to tell you about this because Fat Joe is a whole big thing. Oh man! First of all,
we're so distracted. I mean, who cares about Fat Joe?
Shout to Fat Joe. Fat Joe. I've known Fat Joe since he started. Since he first came in, he was riding around Showbiz. Shout to DITC, Showbiz AG, my man Lord Finesse, my man Buck Wild, the Bronx, Jazzy J Studio up there, the Brand Nubians. So it was kind of odd to see. What's the name from the Brand Nubians taking him to task? Fat Joe.
Yeah, Lord Jamar.
And I thought if you were going to take if you felt a certain way about Fat Joe, why wouldn't you just pick up the phone and y'all sit down and talk? Or
He
holler at
wouldn't,
Joe?
he wouldn't go viral.
Yeah, so that I was a little disheartened to hear him publicly taking Fat Joe to task. Now, I like Fat Joe a lot. I think Fat Joe is a survivor story. He's an artist with, you know, basic talent as far as a rapper. He's not the best rapper, right? But he's a good rapper, but not the best, right? And he was able to make a career. He brought us Big Pun. He unified a lot of hip hop. He kind of connected a lot of the Spanish people, the Puerto Ricans, and those people. That he kind of galvanized that crew, and really, because that other side of hip hop, Boriqueña, the people in the Puerto Rican people in hip hop are just as big a part of hip hop as the brothers are in the Bronx. If you really know about it, if you've been back there, you understand. Cedric, I think Ced is half Puerto Rican or something wacky like that.
With the women, never mind.
Yeah, with the women, right?
What's Puerto Rican Rosie?
Puerto Rican, yeah, without hip hop, would we have Puerto Rican Rosie? I'm just saying.
Exactly.
So you know, so the FBA, let's give them props though for what they're trying to do, and I'm not hating. I understand the point what they're trying to do. The FBA, Foundational Black American. For those that don't know, the term Foundational Black American was popularized by filmmaker actor Tariq Nasheed, referred to specifically to Black Americans who direct descendants of enslaved Africans brought to the United States, unlike the broader term African American, which encompasses of Black individuals, African descent. But okay, do I got to read this? What they're trying to say, and this is, I would be considered a foundational Black American because my family is.
I thought that was Otto's.
No. My family from South Carolina, slaves, the Geechee people, and also Virginia, slaves that came to Virginia. But what you have to,
my family's from South Carolina too.
Yeah. Are you from Columbia, something like that area? Or are you from over by the islands over there by John's Island and all that shit?
No, actually, Sumter and Pineville, South Carolina.
Sumter, okay. So anyway, South Carolina got a lot of little small little communities, all kinds of stuff. But a lot of slaves came through South Carolina. But what you have to understand is a lot of those slaves came through the Caribbean. Because if you go to South Carolina, it's almost someplace in South Carolina is almost like Jamaica. You know what I'm saying? The people are different, the whole conversations. So it's all different. So there is a direct connection with Caribbean and African. We all the same shit. It's just that the English ran that, the French ran that, and the Americans run this property. So to call yourself foundational Black Americans is still, I understand for 400 years we were here and we built up, but then we integrated with other people that came here. Like for the last 200 years, we had Jamaicans that were coming to America, Haitians, and all these people that were coming to America. And there's really not very many of us that are not mixed in some way. They're not. Good morning, April. Good morning, Kat.
Lays, if I could share, my family are, I guess you would call them foundational. I knew them as Ottos, American descendants of slavery. But my family, the majority of my family were natives on Turtle Island before any of that started. Right. So, and a lot of our families are from Virginia. So, as far as us being mixed, absolutely we are. But, there are a certain amount of us that are actually natives of this country. Of the Americas. So
well, after a few hundred years, I mean, listen, after 400 years, we're all native to this country. We're no longer native to Africa. We're just as much African as
after 400 years. We're all mixed.
We're all mixed. We're just as much African as those people. So to claim that is one thing, but then also to lambast Fat Joe, first of all, when it comes to hip hop, Fat Joe was saying that the Spanish people had a lot to do with hip hop. They did. It was a combination of the gangs in the Bronx, in Brooklyn, the DJs and parties in Brooklyn, the gangs in Queens, the gangs in the Bronx. In the 70s, there was a lot of gangs. And I come from where we had the Tomahawks, rest in peace, Akbar, and those guys, King Akbar and those guys, the Tomahawks, shout to the Tomahawks. I'm from Brooklyn. In the Bronx, you had gangs. You had like the 9 Crew, the Spades, all these different gangs in the Bronx. You had Spanish gangs, you had black gangs. And one of the things that they used to do, the music kind of made it to where all the gangs kind of got together and they stopped fighting and all this other shit. So, but it was a combination. And we all, even though there was separation between the Hispanics and the Puerto Ricans and the blacks in some areas, but it's just like that everywhere. The Italian separation, whatever the case may be, but the Puerto Ricans and the blacks were having the same kind of struggle. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that we could draw a separation now is wrong. Fat Joe was right. All right. Most of those people in the 70s, they was black and Spanish gangs that was coming together under all those Kool Herc. Kool Herc was Jamaican. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop is just like Jamaica, is out of all this shit come together to make this thing work. So for like them so for this group to pick out, and I'm not knocking the group, the Foundational Black Americans. I don't really know them like that. So I understand their point. They're saying, you know, bebop and all that shit, but hip hop is a combination of all those things. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's a combination of hip hop, bebop, jazz, gospel, everything that's what hip hop is. Hip hop was like, because in schools they stopped giving us music, so we started beating on the goddamn on the tables, on the desk, on the doors. Right. We started tables because we musical people. We go out and make our own music. We started beatboxing with our mouths. We started doing all kinds of stuff to make music because we loved music back in the days. And as opposed to fighting, the gang started making music, and they would go in the parks and they would have a party, and there would still be fights. And it's not a perfect science, but I don't think anybody has any ownership to hip hop. You know what I'm saying? It's all of ours. It belongs to all of us. And I just think, thanks, Dan Brown. I just think that we shouldn't be going publicly taking each other to task about who started hip hop or who was important to hip hop, because most of it just feels like Black Lives Matter to me. That's what it feels like. It feels like some agenda to get popular, because hip hop really belongs to us. If you wasn't there, you don't have to be there. It belongs to Sed. Sed grew up in the shit as it was coming up. He was in high school, in junior high school and high school, dealing with hip hop as it was forming. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with me. It's as it was forming. We don't own this shit. You go to Europe, you're going to have a whole different kind of hip hop, and they're going to feel they have ownership to it. And they're all going to be white. And they all going to be white, and they're going to love hip hop exactly the way it is.
You know, Lays, we grew up, and Lord Jamar was a part of the soundtrack of our childhood, right? Brand Nubians. So the only thing that I could think of with him doing this is so that, just like other people are doing, so that he could go viral, so that people can go out and buy the whole Brand Nubians discography again, and then bring them out. They can make money.
First of all, Lord Jamal's very talented. It said you'll agree, right? Lord Jamal's very talented. Podcast.
I'd agree too.
Very, very provocative. Well, said he's talented. I mean, I don't know what his motive is, because they're so close. They worked in the same studio. You understand what I'm saying?
He said something about KRS-One as well.
Yeah, Jazzy J, who's my brother, the legendary Jazzy J, who's my brother, built the studio at Allington Avenue in the Bronx, and they all worked out of that studio. All of them worked out. Rock, everybody worked out of Jazzy's studio. This is an internal family conversation. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. This should not have gone out publicly. And I think that if in these conversations, I would hope that Lord Jamal, because you cannot tell. Listen, Fat Joe is successful now, and I'm proud of Fat Joe for his success. I'm proud of anybody that can come out of this shit and be successful, right? There's no way you can tell me that Fat Joe wasn't a legitimate part of that era of hip hop from the late 80s on. Even coming up as a young kid, I remember him as a young kid in the late 80s coming out. I remember him from the Castle and all the other spots in the Bronx. Fat Joe, remember the Castle? Said those spots. Of course. Those spots. Joe, and the thing about it said that the problem is said you and I are so plugged in and we're so familiar with this that it's almost like us talking backwards to each other. But the rest of the world don't know this. You know what I'm saying? They don't know. Like Sed can explain it in one word, but because because it's so much part of our language, our lingo, hip hop, that the rest of the world who don't understand, you just hearing it on the internet and hearing people talk on the internet, you think you know, but you don't know. Fat Joe was there. He was there with all that.
But this is why I said that it had to have had something to do with his career. He wants to go viral so they could bring him, so it could be a need to have him come back to explain what he's talking about, so he could start rapping, so he could bring Grand Poobah back, and they could have a whole big reunion.
I don't think that's the case.
I want to add. Well, I understand what you're trying to say. What's her name again?
Her name's Kimberly, and if you don't have more than that, she's gonna laugh at you. I just want to let you know, right?
No, I understand what you're saying. I don't think it's that, only because you know, and I know everyone in Brand New can cool with every member.
Right.
I just think that
shout out to my man Poobah. Me and Poobah, that's my brother. I love Poobah. I know him for a lot of years. Alamo's my man, like my man Alamo.
I knew Alamo and Poobah.
Yeah, solid dude, man.
We used to live on the same block.
Right.
We lived in the same block in Harlem. Me and Alamo.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, I think Jamar, I just think his mindset is just completely different nowadays, and there's nothing wrong with that because we all evolve. I can't get inside his mind and see why he's saying some of the things he's saying in the past 2 years, because like a lot of things that he's been saying kind of have been contradictory in terms of what he was saying 15, 20 years ago. So like I said, but the thing is, I don't think if he's doing it for that purpose. I think that from my eyes, it's just a matter of him having a different platform and him just using it to his advantage. And I don't think it has anything to do with the group, because I think he's kind of beefing with Alamo, and from my view, he's kind of beefing with Alamo and Sadat X, all because of the FBA thing. Because if you're watching social media, like Sadat X was recently attacked about his views when it comes to FBA.
Right.
And I just think that it's not a Brand New thing; it's a Lord Jamar thing. And like I said,
but also let me just say this. I understand the point of a foundationally black conversation, but I think the point is moot at this point. As a person my family is Brooklyn. My family is from the South and then Brooklyn. I've been in Brooklyn. My family been in Brooklyn since the 1920s. They come from down south, South Carolina, Virginia, North Carolina. That's how most people migrated like that. If you're in Chicago, most people migrated from Mississippi, Alabama. They go to Chicago. You know what I'm saying? They go to Detroit, Chicago. That's how we migrated. We went straight up through segregation, and we went and found jobs in New York. That's how my family got here. But also, while that was happening, we had Jamaicans coming over, Haitians coming over, Puerto Ricans coming over, and they blended together. So at this point, it's almost a moot conversation to say. That's why reparations is such a tough conversation, because it's not. We are too mixed now to be having these conversations about foundationally Black Americans. Yes, slavery was no different. It was worse than any other place in years, the way it was here in America. But that was for everybody, and they were partners with these these governments that ran these Caribbean islands. So if you really want to understand it, you got to understand the history and lineage. I'm not against a foundationally Black situation, but you cannot not include the Puerto Rican influence on this hip hop thing. You can't. Charlie Chase, whip a whip. You cannot include the people that was involved. Kool Herc with the Jamaican influence. Hip hop it's not a foundational Black thing only.
Right.
It is a combination of all of these cultures that got together to make this hip hop unified, this thing of ours. And to take that stance, I think it's a little bit. I think y'all pushing it. I think that's the wrong stance, and it just stinks. And I'm not sure. I can't tell you it's the same thing, but it smells like, to me, like when they try to do Black Lives Matter, and it was just somebody trying to get paid. I am against 3-letter organizations that are faking to help the community, trying to get fucking paid off the community, as opposed to just saying, hey, if we could fix these problems, then we could all sit down behind the scenes and make this shit work. If you're really trying to fix the problems. Fuck that.
I also think that the because the narrative that when they're like beef with Fat Joe is because Fat Joe stated that
sounds like a hustle. Sounds like a hustle to me. That's what it sounds like. Maybe I'm wrong, but it sounds like a hustle. That's what
I think I did say that he was doing this to go viral so that the attention can come on him. Now, bringing Brand Nubian in there was just the dessert to that, because if they start digging into him, interviewing him, who were you, and putting up his videos, then Brand Nubian would probably get in and get a piece of that. But it was definitely something that
I don't think
he
it's
could go viral.
Brand Nubian back though. I mean, listen,
no, I'm just saying that would be the end result of this, but it would be for him to go viral.
But Puba is one of I love Grand Puba, one of the best artists I've ever met, one of the most amazing rappers at a time, even from Masters of Ceremony, even to his solo stuff. I was in the studio with Puba when he's making his solo album. Shout out to Paz K, who's also a very good friend of Grand Puba. Those are great guys. Sadat X used to be one of my favorite rappers of all people. So I love the Brand Nubians. Brand Nubians is probably one of the greatest groups of all time. Mm-hmm. I don't think that this has anything to do with the Brand Nubians. I think this is
you're missing it. It doesn't have anything to do with it. It's just going to happen just because Lord Jamar is getting all of this attention. Why not bring back who brought him out, Brand Nubians? That's
but Kimberly, I think, and Cedric understands what I'm saying. I think you're missing.
I understand what you're saying as well.
Because this is not about anything about the rappers. Like even Coco said, old rappers beefing. No, this is about a movement trying to get traction.
That's what I was saying.
The FBA trying to get traction. And I'm not saying that the FBA is not a legitimate organization. It probably is a legitimate organization, but I don't like any organization that comes in beefing with other minority organizations or minority groups that are out there trying to exist. And the Puerto Rican people have been through a lot. They've been through a lot of shit in this country. They suffered a lot, just like the African Americans, just like the Black people in this country. The Puerto Ricans suffered a lot, and so and we both had parallel struggles. You know what I'm saying? So anytime we start to it's like a circular firing squad. We start to point the guns at each other when we should actually be coming together and then unifying as a community to deal with the problems of the larger society that's actually trying to hurt us and trying to marginalize us. That's the point I'm making. Hey, Ced, would you agree with what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I understand exactly what you're saying, but we also have to realize that there's two different issues at hand here in this particular conversation. The FBA in general, and Lord Jamar, because the way that it sounds is as if like Jamar now he identifies as FBA because from my understanding, FBA isn't a group or organization; it's a lineage. They keep trying to stress that it's a lineage, and I understand the whole mindset behind it. My only thing is, like I said, I don't want people that's listening to be confused with Lord Jamar, even if he's promoting his involvement with FBA. I think on his level, it's just a matter of him just being able to do what he does, so that way he can continue to do what he does, which is his podcast. Yeah, no, but like Lay said, it's not a Brand Nubian thing.
I didn't say that either. I just said that would be the cherry on top.
Yeah.
No, not necessarily because Puba still performs because he's Grand Puba. He has a whole catalog where he doesn't even have to do any Brand Nubian songs that he's still able to because of his solo career. Plus, he was part of Masters of Ceremony when he first started his career.
Absolutely.
So
Don
Grand
Barron.
Puba definitely.
Don Barron.
Yeah,
Shout out Don Barron.
Don Barron. Exactly.
Yep.
And of course, because I know that I saw a post where basically Jamar was like, he put out a statement saying that him and Puba had a conversation. I think that he put on Instagram where Puba agrees with him, but yet you see that I think Sadat X had put out a statement saying that then this was the time when Jamar had disrespected Vice President Kamala Harris. So they put out a statement basically saying that what Jamar is speaking about, they're not in agreement with. And I don't think that they were doing it to disrespect them, but just separating because they don't want people, because especially in a group dynamic, everyone has their own personal views and things of that nature. And I think they have to separate themselves so that way they won't get caught up in that.
Coco, come in if you want to talk about the Cam and 50 versus Jim Jones thing. I think that's funny too. But anyway, just to wrap this up, I mean, we got to learn more about, obviously, I'm willing, if any one of the FBA guys want to come on and talk about that movement. I just don't like movements that are using popularity to start. I think grassroots movements used to stay underground and then move into spaces where we actually do things that can affect the situation, affect the community. And I don't think there's enough beef to be targeting each other. And if any one of us make it, like if Said really go out there and he becomes a multi-millionaire behind all the stuff that he's doing, I will curse him out to his face, but in public, I'm always going to be pro-Said. You know what I'm saying? Like pro-Keds, pro-Seds. so
hey, I never thought of that one.
Yeah, listen, stick around. But
let me write that down. Hold on.
but the point I'm making is, Fat Joe is one of us. He comes from out of that same hole we all come out of, and so and he put his work in. Don't fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, Fat Joe, there's certain people you got to leave alone. You got to let Fat Joe do his thing, man. Fat Joe and even if you don't agree with it, then you can pick up the phone and holler at him. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, I don't feel that way about it. And then talk to him about it. And then you and him can have that disagreement, but I would never go public.
So he could tell you, mind your business and do you. And you
right. I would never go public and say anything like that about Fat. If I see him, man, I heard you say something, man. I thought that was kind of just as much as if I heard you say something I like that you said, I would give you probably, that shit you said was dope. But at the end of the day, we have very, very, especially a guy like Fat Joe, Lord Jamar, Joe Budden, very powerful voices. And if you got these powerful voices, you got to have a little bit more responsibility how to use them. And in this situation, and now I think they said he lost his BET, even though he's making a good face of it, but he lost him hosting the BET Awards, and I thought that was unfortunate because
Fat Joe.
I thought Fat Joe did a good job hosting.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah. We can. April says it. We cannot afford further separations. You could disagree with somebody, but y'all disagree in private, not in public. Right. Coco, good morning. Coco Dreams is in the building.
Happy New Year, babies. Happy New Year, baby.
Good morning.
Y'all looking great for the new year. Y'all ready?
Back.
Y'all ready?
Happy New Year,
girl. We ready.
Happy New Year, Coco. We are
Happy
ready.
New Year, Seth.
Welcome back, Coco.
Hey, get it ready.
Wait. Can I interrupt 1 second just to acknowledge Coco before she starts? Coco is probably the only member of the morning email team that actually, tunes into my podcast. But go ahead.
I actually put in my comments too. You know what I mean? But you be so into what you're saying that you can't, I want some acknowledgement, baby.
Yeah.
Speaking of acknowledgement, why don't you tell us when it comes on?
So wait, hold on, because I didn't see any alerts for your show. When is your next show?
I have one tomorrow and then again on Thursday. Because like I said, I was sick, but then I did two recently. One last week. One last week. And like I said, I'm getting back on the schedule, and I got like four schedules. So, and Kimberly, I don't have a schedule. The way that I do it is because I do it upon people's schedules, so that way it can be more malleable for people that want to, come on. Right. So it's never a schedule. It's just a matter of just doing it. And I'm going to be so regular that it's not going to matter.
You are the most ambiguous podcaster I've ever heard of. Nigga said, my podcast show is when I feel like it. You got to give them.
No, Big Sad is like David Letterman. You know what I mean? He's like, you got to make sure you make time.
So what I'll do is I'll sign up for the notification set.
Thank you.
Exactly, like Coco does.
Hold on. Wait, Troy Muffin, good morning.
Yes, y'all. Yes, I am saving y'all.
All right.
Troy!
All right, Sed. We love you, Sed. Bye, Sed. Bye.
Love you, Sed.
Sed's crazy. Listen, Troy Muffin, good morning. Happy New Year, Troy.
Good morning, Troy.
Happy New
Good morning. Good morning.
Happy New Year, Troy.
Happy New Year.
About the foundational FBA. How do you feel about the FBA, Troy?
Yes. How's what's it stand for?
Okay, Foundational Black Americans.
Oh well, I feel like it's a start.
Okay.
There you go. They just got to get it right. They got to
Troy. That's right.
There you go. Troy likes the FBA. Hey, Troy, I got to get to Coco's tea, but I want to thank you for coming back. I wanted to wish you a happy New Year, Troy. Have a great New Year and
Happy New Year, Troy.
My main man, Troy.
Good to see you.
All right, y'all. Peace, Troy. Troy, that's my guy, Troy. Good morning, Coco.
We love Troy. We love Troy. Okay.
Yes.
I can do a whole show.
So wait. So let's get to the bottom of this. Let's get to the bottom of this.
MOP Supreme New York T-shirts and hats and hoodies. Y'all can just go to Supreme New York and y'all can get the MOP. So I think they sold out, but if they haven't sold out, I'm going to try to get them to do a rerun, and also we're going to put up these exact ones, and they'll be official with the same thing that we got on. So you guys, the man has been out of control, and I hope that we'll get him. All right, we'll get him.
And the morning email T-shirt made by Johnny Famous.
Johnny Famous, yeah, we're gonna get Johnny Famous branding game up because we need him to be bold like this. He's shining and all kinds of shit. All right, so Coco, welcome, Coco.
Hey,
to the show, and welcome.
Hey guys,
you're beautiful.
Good morning, Boo Boo.
First of all, the star of the show is Kim's ponytail. Okay, let's go with that. That's the star of the show today.
Yes. Rocking.
Yes.
Kill 14 rabbits for that ponytail.
Chasing them down, shaving them off. There you go.
What's happening? What's happening, Coco? What's in Coco's tea for 2025? Let's get
First of all, 2025 didn't let its foot off our neck since the day January 1st. Okay, let's go with that.
It goes.
I got to tell you something. We're 13 days in, and it's just too much already. I'm like over it already. I'm like, you know what? This is way too much. First and foremost, I want to just give you a little narrative about, this whole foundational Black American, and hip hop versus, any other person of color. You got to remember something. After Jim Crow and the Civil Rights Act, it's kind of like the way they're doing it today, where they're trying to do it with the migrants coming in. They just drop them in the hood. They drop them in the hood and make them assimilate with everybody else. This is the same thing that happened back in 1965 when the 14th Amendment was ratified after the Civil Rights Act. So it was just black and white at a certain point. And then once they allowed people to gain birthright citizenship in the United States, then it was a blip. They put them right in the hood. Spanish people, I'm pretty sure, if I watch West Side Story correctly, Black people and Spanish people did not live in the same hood.
No,
they didn't. They were forced to live amongst us, so they had no choice but to assimilate. So yes, it is a collective culture, but I think it's a collective culture only because the 14th Amendment allowed people to come in to mix with the FBAs, and that's how. And I don't want to go into the particulars because it's not. I think they're still included overall, but I think that because they were, when they came in, remember the Haitians came in back in the 80s, the 70s, the Jamaicans came in back in the late 60s, 70s, and they just put them in, our hood. When they put them in our hood, we had no choice but to accept everyone, because where were they going to go, right? So I think that they were going to be a part of our community no matter what. Now, Fat Joe, for example, I mean, for me, I grew up around Puerto Ricans. I thought Joe was Puerto Rican until I found out he was Colombian. And then I was like, boom, 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 boom. Yeah, he's Colombian. Fat Joe is not Puerto Rican.
So what?
But this only goes to show you that there were people of color that came into the United States. They were put in our hood and they were forced to assimilate with us because white people didn't want them there anyway. So yes, it's a collective of all people of color, but I don't think if they had a choice, they wouldn't have made that choice. They were placed with us, and that's why we embrace them, and they are now part of the culture.
Let me add to that point. The point is, when we fought the rights for civil rights, we got all this affirmative action, all the other shit, right? That was meant for the descendants of black slaves. That's what that was meant for. And what happened was the other cultures that came into the country, they assimilated and they became minorities and they took advantage of these things. To this day, they are taking advantage of it. That's a very good point you're making. It does not take away from the fact, though, that it's our responsibility to take advantage of these things. And it's our responsibility as African Americans to coalesce amongst ourselves. And even if we're being inclusive or whatever the case may be, but we cannot be the way that Will's Pills treats us. We can't treat other people the same way. It's like as if you're in a relationship and you used to get beat on, then you're gonna beat on the next person you with. You can't do that. You gotta raise yourself a little higher, and your vibrations got to vibe a little.
Well,
higher.
Isn't that the American way, though, ladies?
Yeah, the American way. I'm with you on that.
Yeah, it's the American way. It's kind of like the first wave of citizens that come from, let's say, Italy. They come in from Italy. They assimilate to American culture as white people, and then when the new wave comes in, they shit on the new wave coming in. They've always been that way. Even Mexicans are doing it now.
Right, it happened to everybody, but remember, the people that get shitted on the most is, and this is why I understand a little bit of the foundational black, because the foundational black people are still on the bottom rung of this. The black slaves in this country have, even though we're starting to come up and we've been coming up over the years, we're still at the bottom. We get the least amount of resources, the least amount of funding, the least amount of all that, and
we still move the culture, and we still seem to move the culture. I think it's fascinating. I think it's fascinating. And not only
we're the most resilient. We are the most resilient people. That's the point. The point is, I mean, you enslave people and you beat them to death. And if you survive that shit, you can survive this little bullshit here at the end of the day. But the execution is of the mind. They've mentally destroyed us to the point where we don't even understand how powerful we really are.
Absolutely.
We don't understand how powerful.
Well, that's on purpose. But that's on purpose. They did that on. This is not something that, you know, they said, so well, if we just give them these conditions, they'll do that.
I don't disagree with the point. I just think that the guns are aimed at the wrong people. You know what I'm saying? I think the FBA's guns are aimed in the wrong direction. You can't blame anybody for taking advantage of opportunities.
I call it misdirection.
That's
I call it misdirection. But this is more of a class war now. Now it's moved beyond black folk, and now it's become a class war because the conditions they put black people under, the Will's Pills, now everybody is suffering as a result of it, and no one can actually see that there are people taking your money out of your pockets. Just imagine. Think about this.
Who wins?
I think that's what's happening now.
Here's the point. The Will's Pills win if the minorities are fighting amongst each other.
That's what I see is changing.
That's what I'm saying. They win if the minorities are fighting amongst each other. So we're fighting.
Well, why do you think when the migrants came, they put them in the hood? They put those violent Venezuelan gangs in the hood to see who would off each other first.
Come out on top. That's right. Fight amongst themselves. Shout out to my girls.
But here's the real problem. Here's the real problem. Imagine, I'm thinking of the people in LA right now going through the whole situation with the fires and all that stuff. Yeah. Yes. And we find out that the insurance company canceled all of their policies like months to a year before that fire.
Right.
Now,
right.
imagine you spend 40 years in that area paying off your mortgage just to find out if anything happens, they don't pay you out. They win no matter what. It doesn't matter who you are.
This is why they now see what the Will's pills are doing. Hello, can you guys hear me? Okay.
Yes.
This is why you guys see what's happening now, that the Will's pills are being exposed, because now it's not only happening to us, it's happening to all of us now. And so
they got the Olympics coming in 4 years. They're gonna that place is gonna get burnt down, and they're gonna rebuild that whole city, and they're gonna relocate all of the black and brown, out into the desert, and
all over again.
Out into Murder Valley and all those other places, Moreno Valley. They're gonna move them all the way out there into the desert, and then they're gonna make it. It's what they're trying to do with New York with the congestion pricing, which is another thing. New York is fucking the ghost town now because of congestion pricing.
That's hilarious.
It is fucking hilarious, because at the end of the day, spend the $9. Fuck that shit.
Well, they did say that they named a list of states that people are moving from, and New York was one of them. California, New York, couple different places that
the taxes are too high.
Leaving.
Well, because
the taxes are way too high.
They only want rich people in these places.
Not only that, and it's people can't afford it. I mean, you're jacking up. How dare a 1-bedroom apartment cost you $4,500?
$45. That's.
I'm thinking more strategically, I'm thinking down the line. If you're moving people from blue states to red states,
yes.
If you're moving people
good
from
morning,
blue
April.
states,
Finish your thought, Coco. I'm sorry, I got April Leon on the phone. Finish your thought.
It's no problem. If you're moving people from blue states to red states,
yes,
right, and if they maintain the same income while they're moving, it changes the voting maps as well along the line down the road.
Well,
I'm just saying,
working. You're constantly strategizing, and we have to get out of our feelings and use that same approach to constantly strategize. Dr. April Leon, good morning, sis. Welcome back.
Hey, happy New Year, Dr. April Leon.
Happy New Year.
Yes.
Happy New Year.
Congestion pricing, has that bothered you yet, April?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm starting to renegotiate my moves because I'll be citywide. I'm not trying to do that. And, I'll be on the ground. So that's going to be a whole lot of money. I'm not trying to give that up.
Well, all I'm saying is that I paid the $9 so all of them derelicts can't be driving in Manhattan, because I'm telling you, there's a lot of derelicts driving around Manhattan. I'm damn.
Yeah, they be setting hoes on fire on the train now.
Yeah, they set people on fire. These motherfuckers crazy. Well, listen, April, the FBA, do you understand what that is, or is that something that you don't know too much about? What is the Foundation of Black Americans? You know anything about that?
It's something that's not worth. It's something that's not worth this kind of energy. It's we can't afford to further separate. Like, if people can't get it through their thick skulls that's going to be a powerless and fruitless movement. Like, I don't know what else. Like, that's just straight ignorance. And he's not an ignorant person. So I would say you're just desperate to be relevant.
It feels like Black Lives Matter. It feels like Black Lives Matter. That's why it feels like it. I don't know too much about it.
It's whatever you want to make it. Like, we cannot be that dumb. Like, we just can't. We can't afford to be that dumb anymore.
Right.
Hold on. Thank you.
Yeah, and also let me just add, I'm sorry, April. The whole term foundational Black American versus ADOS, which is African
American
descendants of slavery. Yes. All of this was really, if you think about it, this is a new term because they wanted reparations to be on the bill when Obama was president. When Obama was president, that's when we started hearing about this FBA and this ADOS. It was not a term before Obama was president. This was a ploy to gather the resources to change the bill for reparations to be on the table. But now that it's off the table, Now everybody's just basically fighting for crumbs. This is like I said, a misdirection. It's not really a thing because we're not getting. Go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Coco. Like, exactly. The day old. It's the same recipe, and the recipe hasn't changed. And individuals continue to get stuck in these silly arguments, and you don't see the bigger picture. Right. Like, this is not the way. When we look at the real downfall of the Black Panther Party, right? When they really started to annihilate and the CIA and all these people are involved in flooding our communities with crack, it's because the power of uniting everybody. It's when all of the quote unquote minorities started to get together and join in a movement collectively. It's the collective movement that's going to make a difference. Without that collective movement, we will continue to stay right where we are, and that's where they want us to be. Right. Putting one group slightly ahead of each other or playing the numbers game.
Exactly.
Those are all smoke screens and they're distractions. Right. And even if you look at immediate post slavery, when you had to actually pay people for your stuff. What happened? You open up the floodgates for other migrants. And let me add, being a descendant of African slavery is not just in America. So to think that people are not descendants from African slavery in these other places is just ignorant.
Is that where you got dropped off?
Right. But that's where the money comes in. If you're in America, if you're a descendant of African slavery in another country, then you would not receive the reparations in America. You would receive it in Jamaica.
Right. But what I'm saying is that the putting people against each other. Right. When the floodgates opened up, all that simply happened is that I will pay this descendant a cheaper wage to do the same job. And then instead of getting mad at the power structure that's doing this, we just fight against each other. That's the human nature, to go against each other and to bring each other down.
I love this. I love the way this is going. One last thing, though. One last thing.
Ottawa's strategy is this. If I can get you to fight against you, and you, then I can beat all of y'all, so y'all can't fight against me. It's very simple. It's to separate and to dilute your enemy by making your enemy fight each other. And so and Will's Pills unite. They stand tall. What this election tells you this. This was a win and a not election. Will's was like, yeah, Will give a fuck what he did.
Wait, before let me add this. And they
and voted their man in office.
Remember,
collectively get together. Hold on. And we don't collectively get together with all of our brothers and sisters and say, hey, man, we got to get together in order to have an impact on this country, because splintered, we're not going to have any power. Splintered, we'll be powerless. Go ahead, Coco. Sorry.
That's true. That's true. But you know what? I think, people who voted for Trump got their, especially the Will Spills, they got their F around and find out phase when Vivek Ramaswamy told all of them, listen, I'm Indian. I came in here. I snuck in through the back door, and we're going to get all of our H-1B visas people in here to do all of the high skill jobs because y'all just too dumb to do it. And Will Spills is like, what? Will Spills is like, what? He's like basically you're mediocre and you can't do these jobs that we're bringing these people in. And they're like, they never thought that there would be a reverse Uno on the Will Spills. Yeah. They're like,
Elon
Musk, we're going to
Elon Musk agreed with them. Yes.
And Trump eventually did too. Well, we don't like these brown people, but we like those brown people. They can come in. And Will Smith is like, well, y'all taking our jobs. So yeah, because y'all too stupid to do it. And now they're looking at things from a perspective of it's not about race. It's really about how much money the corporations can get for the least amount of money they can pay out to people who are brown. It's basically capitalism, foundational slavery, but on a reverse side, because now it's like, okay, white people are poor, Will's Pills, sorry. And now they're looking at them like, oh, it's been about just exploiting everybody else at the expense of us. We can't get these jobs. But Black people have been saying that forever.
Right, but in addition, that's still it's still optics, right? It's optics, still there's always been poor white people all over this country. Absolutely. The majority of them are not rich, but it's optics. It's what we see in TV and magazines. It's what they want us to see, right? Because that adds to the powerless mindset, right? The whole idea, even the old experiment with the black doll and the white doll, like all of that, like kids would choose the white doll. It's because of what's been brainwashed because of optics. But in addition to that, we have to pay further attention to the mindset that's so pervasive in our movies and these books. You think about Hunger Games, Squid Games, this idea of putting people against each other to take each other out for competition.
Oh, Dr. Browning, let me just say this to you guys, and before we I got one more guest coming in. And April, thank you so much for everything you're contributing today. But let me just say this to you guys: it is very simple. We see it happening. If we all just stop fighting each other, and we come together. I've been saying this from the 4 years. When I started OSG with Dennis, I was saying this. My message is simple. Coalition. If we come together and don't fold to the powers that be, we just can't fold. We can't be like, I'm not gonna fold. If we just stand tall, we are way more powerful. But as soon as they break us, if one guy is dissing the other black guy on the internet, one large institution is dissing the other institution on the internet, and then the media is eating it up, that shit is food for them, and they can continue to empower them to disable our ability to move forward. I think that's important.
Well, as you said earlier, Lays, the communication in our community is sometimes sometimes discussing that we don't know.
We know better. We should do better. Dr. Sherry Browning, good morning. Cherie, good morning. How you doing?
I am not a doctor. Don't give me that distinguished.
Hey, listen, I'm a projectionist. So
good morning, Cherie, the scientist.
What's
good
going
morning.
On,
good morning.
Hi, everybody. I love this beautiful Black woman moment. That's what I want to say. There's a lot of us on this chat this morning. Hello.
Come on, baby.
Hello.
I just think that nobody understands how much Uncle Lays love Black women. That's all. Shut up, Nancy. Don't get me in trouble.
I want to say something real quick, and then I'm gonna jump off because the conversation was so inspiring this morning to hear everyone's views. And I want to say real quick to you, Lays, I think you're waiting for a kumbaya moment. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're waiting for like everyone to turn into a hippie somewhere and sit on a
not a hippie. No. I mean,
let me just say, you want everybody to be sitting in Central Park with fucking flower hats and shit on. And in our community, we're not gonna ever get there ever again. That's dead.
We're not coming together.
And I want to say this to you because this just happened in a situation with my work, right? Yeah. And we're talking about the Elon Musk and the different types of visas and whose visa is more important and whose plays a part. But there was a moment where a person in my group felt what we feel every time, right? There's a subset of people that work in our group, and they're the Indian people. There's a subset of those people. There's a subset of Caucasians. There's a subset of Black people. We all intermingle because we have to on these planes of work, but they are subsets, and for different types of work within those subsets. So the brown Indian people are more of the analytical chemistry, biology part of the subsets, and they tend to have those type of things covered, right? Well, in our group, everyone is an expert across the board. However, there is one group that will colonate themselves. They move in a group by themselves and they don't let anyone else in, right? But they have the better positions within the subsets and things like that.
Yep.
They populate themselves. When new Indians come in, they bring those Indians in with them. And I'm saying the word because that's how I feel. Because they don't consider themselves brown people, right?
No.
Puerto Ricans don't consider
these are
themselves
facts.
like us until it benefits them. So I'm not here to say
these are facts.
Let's not fight against each other. I'm here to say that until we all realize that it's not about what color you are, because the 1%ers, they make everybody underneath them feel like they're not worth it, and that includes white people. So until those white people
these are facts.
that they are part of that subset, and they are not ever going to be on the level of those 1%ers, and the 1%ers will sacrifice their ass every chance they get.
These are facts. She's spitting facts.
It's
Yes.
a financial burden, and it has nothing to do with your color, but they throw color in there to throw those other white people off, so they don't realize
Misdirection. Yes.
Just like everybody else, it's a hierarchy that's set in place to demolish anyone that is not within that 1%. And until the white people that are not in that sector realize that they're getting pissed on and used and abused in the day of
That's correct. These are facts.
White people that ran us down, that they paid them dirt poor white people. That's their descendants that's still crying about they're not equal to
these
black
are facts.
people.
All facts.
This Lindsay, Duchess, come get laid. He blushing over Cherie right now.
That's all I wanted to say.
These are facts. These are facts. These are all facts.
Cherie. Welcome back and Happy New Year. Everything you're saying is amazing. I love my powerful black sisters coming on here and expressing what's really going on, because y'all are in the fight. Y'all are out there.
Cherie, is dinner tonight?
When are you gonna make food for us, Cherie? I'm hearing you get down in the kitchen now.
So when I make food for us is the question, that the word us. I don't know, ladies. Like, I make food for Kim all the time. We still trying to get.
What did you make last night? What did you make last night, Cherie?
Until I decide.
Can you cater?
Can you make last night?
Party. Can you cater the morning emails party? We're gonna do it with Maria Davis and have a morning emails party in January, February this year, and everybody come out. Can I get you to cater that party? Can that happen?
Absolutely. I'll definitely. I'll say that we'll work it out on my schedule, but because I travel a lot. But definitely, if it works into my schedule, I can definitely do that.
Okay, that's all. Cherie, thank you very much. The scientist, not yet doctor, but I definitely will not push that out of the conversation.
Thank you.
And
Cherie, the scientist, go girl.
Thank you.
Girl.
And we love our
girl.
Sisters. We love the scientists. We don't want any more social degrees. We need technical degrees, engineering degrees, all those degrees for our people.
You need subject matter experts.
There you go. Thank you. Cherie, thank you very much. Says, have a great day. God bless you. There you go. Look at this. This is amazing. April Leon.
Hey.
We love you today. The first show in the books for 2025. I can't believe it.
Love you.
Love you, April. Have a great day. Love you, April Leon.
Have a good day, Dr. April.
Dr. April Leon. Have a great day.
Guys, what a great day. We're not going to get it all today, but we got a lot of it today. Coco's back.
Yeah, it's a whole bunch of stuff to cover, man.
It's a lot to cover. We're going to have a busy week this week, y'all. Grown Folk Tuesday, we rocking tomorrow. Make sure y'all get up here in the morning, 6:15 in the morning. Uncle B here, and all the way to 7:30 plus. And Coco's got the tea. Kimberly's got the talk and the ponytail this week, which I like. I like the ponytail.
Hello.
Thank you.
Lindsay, I just want to say that on January 6th, it was a day of look. Shut up, Lindsay. Just shut up.
Oh, shit.
Shut up.
Where is Lindsay these days?
The great Cherie, he just wanted to get all the bills done fast. Shut up, Lindsay. Get them done fast. Because when they realized that he done band swoogled them, he done horse swoogled these motherfuckers. It's too late. Get the bills done fast. Listen. We're going to delve more into the FBA. We want to know more about it, obviously. We want to know about these organizations because they all have merit, and a lot of them are made with good ideas and good intention. Maybe there's something there, but I know that fighting each other is not going to be the key. We got to come together. That's what I'm saying. Listen,
that is correct.
I have a great morning. This is welcome, ladies, to the Raw Perspective Morning emails. Shout out to the beautiful Coco Dreams and also the lovely Kimberly Robinson. Y'all have a great day. We will be back tomorrow morning. Back, same bad channel. We back. Great way to kick off this year. We're gonna bring the Duchess in this week. I'm gonna get in trouble this week for messing around with Sheree. This
you
week.
already in trouble.
I'm in trouble.
Yep.
I respect black women. Have a great day, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Have a great day.
Have a great day, everyone.
Yes.